Welcome into the Cleveland Browns Report. Deshaun Watson is a Cleveland Brown, so we're going to break down all the questions you guys have coming out of this trade, what this means for the Browns going forward. Alongside me here from NFL Daily, Chase Sr. by Chat Sports. We got a ton of things to go through, so let's just start knocking them out one by one. First question coming in, it's a super chat. Appreciate you, Big Dog Wolf. We'll give you a beer cheers. What wide receiver can the Browns afford at this point to help Watson? Well, you got Amari Cooper, but I see what you're saying of wide receivers. There's not many big names left besides Jarvis Landry.
Odell Beckham Jr.?
I don't think
maybe a trade for Robert Woods. I think that's unrealistic. Yeah.
But I think what you realistically do is this: you try to get Landry. If not, you're going to get a second or a third round pick for Baker Mayfield wherever he goes. You take that pick and you draft a wide receiver, and you pair Amari Cooper with that rookie, and you already have DPJ, and hopefully Schwartz has a bit of a bounce back-esque year in his second season. Another question coming in here, another super chat as well. Mr. Block Ice 2022 or 2020. Thoughts on what this means for Jimmy G. Wow, I've had way too many.
Hey,
Jimmy
we're going
Garoppolo
crazy.
trade-wise. Well, you know what? You asked this question at the right time because Chase Sr. is our 49ers guy here at Chat Sports. So, Chase, what do you think?
Yeah, so look, when we talk about the quarterback market, Deshaun Watson off the board. New Orleans Saints now expected to sign Jameis Winston. That coming in from Adam Schefter. Baker Mayfield's going to get traded by the Browns because he's not going to be the backup with this team, especially considering the contentious relationship that currently exists between him and Cleveland. So for Jimmy G, you're looking at the Carolina Panthers. You're looking at the Seattle Seahawks. You're looking at the Atlanta Falcons, maybe if they trade away Matt Ryan, but the trade value for Jimmy G and the trade market has somewhat diminished if Jameis goes back to New Orleans. You have Watson going to Cleveland, and what's going to happen with Baker Mayfield? He's going to go to a quarterback-needy team, and he's the more viable quarterback, and more attractive quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Next question coming in, another super chat. Appreciate you, Roger. Happy for Browns fans, but Watson ain't good enough to sniff Rodgers. You know what? Good thing you wouldn't have to face him to the Super Bowl in that situation. But at the end of the day, I think Deshaun Watson is about, 15 years younger than somewhere in that range. I think my math's a little off, but you get the point. Then Aaron Rodgers. So Rodgers, he can do his purging and voluntary vomiting for all I care. Deshaun Watson, he's not doing that, so I'm not too concerned about comparing one QB from another. The Browns got their first real franchise quarterback since Kosar, probably.
Yes,
so,
easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Next question, L Raider 93. Cheers to you, L Raider. I can see Deshaun Watson improving this team. They deserve it. Coming from a Raiders fan. You know what, L Raider? Appreciate you, my guy. It's going to be interesting in the AFC. You guys just got Devontae Adams, and the NFC is looking like, like the movie Replacements, right? It's just going to be a laughingstock compared to what's going on in the American Football Conference. Interesting question coming in here from producer Jack. What was Amari Cooper's one-word reaction?
Yes.
Right?
Woo!
Is that it? Good, yeah.
Good.
What was Amari Cooper's one-word reaction? Let us know what you think Amari Cooper thought when he got the notification, if he did. Maybe he's in the circles, I'm not sure. Just like you, when he found out Deshaun Watson was going to be the one tossing him the pigskin. Next question in from R&R Cash-On Carter. Lamar's Ravens or Deshaun's Browns? Which WB you want? I don't know. I guess I'll answer this question on which team is better.
What about
maybe?
you?
What about
do you
you?
want?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, you're at the Cleveland Browns report, so surprise, surprise, I'm going to pick the Browns. But I think Lamar's a great quarterback, right? He's an MVP. But I'm taking Deshaun Watson, the Browns. Case closed. Next question in from Thomas. Thomas, my guy, $20 super chat.
Cheers to you, brother.
Cheers to you, Thomas. Thank you.
I'll take a shot to that, too.
With all that talent, now Watson, he hasn't played in a year. If they don't make it to the Super Bowl in the grounds to fire this regime, I mean, yeah, I guess so. But at the same time, you asked that question, I think, with a bit of a mindset of if they don't make it to the Super Bowl within the first 1, 2, 3 years. Deshaun Watson's a franchise quarterback, right? Like, look how long Tom Brady was at his team. I'm not saying he's the next Tom Brady, but you're saying that's the time span you got. You're going to have him for ideally the next 10-plus years. So if you don't win it in 2022, I'm not burning this regime down. The regime finally did something good. Steven Handel with the next question. What do you think the Browns, what do you rate the Browns after this trade? All right, let's go. It's a good question, Steven. I'm going to say first in the AFC North. Okay, I think that may be a bit of a surprise. I know the Bengals just went to the Super Bowl, but teams kind of go on Super Bowl runs and then fall out a little bit. Happens more often than we like to think. So I'll go with the Browns in the AFC North. But in terms of the NFL, top teams out there, the Bucs with Brady, the Packers, the Broncos with Russell Wilson. They're top 5. I think they have to be, right?
Yeah.
With how much talent on that roster?
Yeah.
If they're not 3, I think they're at the Broncos level.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of talent, and they were missing the QB. Both teams making a very similar move, getting a star quarterback when they had a lot of other great pieces around it. If you're watching this report for the first time and you want more Browns mailbags, news, rumors, trades, make sure you are subscribed when you go to youtube.com/Browns Report. Help the Dawg Pound out. We're on YouTube also, so make sure you're subscribed. That way you never miss breaking news like Deshaun Watson, Amari Cooper trades, because something tells me Andrew Berry,
he ain't done.
He ain't done. And I'm not saying maybe that's
ain't done yet.
But like we have now a pattern of him as a GM. If he wants something, he's going to go get it.
Yeah.
He's not going to sit back and go, I hope they come to me. No, he's going to go get his guy.
$5 from Scott Hughes, by the way, Jack.
Ooh, appreciate that, Scott. Let's go to our next question here. How long can they keep all of those skill players with this huge hit to the cap? I mean, that's an actual realistic issue-ish. For sure this season. Nick Chubb, he got an extension last training camp. Kareem Hunt, if I remember correctly, is entering the last year of his deal. I think Kareem Hunt would be the first one to go of the core pieces when they eventually have to decide who they're going to pay and whatnot as contracts expire. People want extensions. But at the end of the day, you retool around your quarterback, but as long as you've got that centerpiece, you make adjustments.
Yeah.
I mean, Kareem Hunt wasn't a top pick in the draft. You can find running backs, and ultimately, I hate to pick on Nick Chubb and Hunt, but we know the running back position is expendable. So how long? For sure 2022. Maybe lose one of those guys in 2023. But when you have a quarterback, you make do. Scott Hughes with the super chat. We all have to restructure some contracts to get more players. Okay, so we're on the contract conversation. And thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. You're right, though. I mean, they have some bodies to pay. One, Denzel Ward. That all of a sudden just popped in my head. That's a player who's entering the final year of his contract. What are the Browns going to do? Is this the ending? I hate to, ruin the mood here, but I don't know if the Browns can pay Garrett, Watson, Cooper, and Denzel Ward. They may look to have some other players take some restructured deals. We'll see if that's in the making. But that's a good point, and that's something the Browns are going to have to consider. But I go back to the point of, if you got the quarterback, you can find other pieces. Quarterback's the toughest one to find. You can get another corner. How excited are you, though, to have Deshaun Watson as the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns? Scale it 1 to 100. Actually, scale it 99 to 100. I don't see how you can be lower than that. But let me know in the comments, 1 to 100. Let me know how pumped you are that Deshaun Watson is the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. And also make sure you follow us at Rumble, another video platform service that puts out great content regarding sports, news, politics, tech, business, really anything under the sun. So if you want to show this channel some extra love, we all have extra channels at Rumble here at Chat Sports. And I am proud to say that the Browns Report has the second most followers of all the NFL teams, only behind the Chefs. So if you're tired of the Chiefs and you hate that Week 1 loss after going up early on them, let's just make it a competition. Follow us by going to rumble.com/Browns Report. Roger Moore, $2 super chat. Might there be a suspension? Now we really come down to earth a little bit more.
That's important to know.
It's a very good question, Roger. Yeah. Here's my view on it. One, we can draw from the NFL's past, which is important to do when it comes to this.
Yep.
Okay? Zeke had a case against him, not 22, but 1, and he got suspended 6 games, if I remember correctly. This is a bit bigger than that. However, I do wonder if the NFL will go, you know what, Deshaun Watson? You sat out the whole 2021 season. We're going to go a little light on you and slap you on the wrist because you basically already served a 1-year suspension. We're going to give you a 4-game suspension. Could that be in the cards? We're going to find out. I just don't know if the NFL is really in their best interest to sideline one of the best QBs for a year and a half or 2 years. That seems like something Roger Goodell will ultimately go, damn, those dollar signs coming out of Cleveland are tough to pass up on. Like, for example, they're going to suspend Deshaun Watson, for a long period of time. Well, now you're not going to give Cleveland any primetime games. They're just losing TV revenue right there because no one wants to watch Case Keenum on Sunday Night Football.
No.
Mike Dibble with the next question. Dibble, appreciate you, my guy. Do you think this move will keep Clowney in Cleveland? A good question.
Yeah.
So right before the news broke, they were in talks on a 2-year, $24 million contract. And depending on when you're watching this, maybe that status has changed already. But I do think there's a good chance now, maybe not for 24 anymore, because they're giving $230 million to do Deshaun Watson. But I'm guessing Clowney, if he had his pick, he'd want to stay where he had a great season a year ago, and they improved dramatically at the most important position. Question coming in from 4K for Voken. Sign Wagner and Clowney. Sounds great to me. That sounds great to me in Madden. And I think that would be fun if both those players decided to take team-friendly deals. But let's not forget the Browns have JOK, and they signed Anthony Walker back. I don't really know if there's move in Joe Woods' 4-2-4 scheme. That's what he kind of likes to run, He likes to get extra DBs out there. I don't know if Wagner fits. And like we said, Clowney, if he wants to come back on a cheap deal, if the Browns can make it work, fine by me. All right, next question coming in from True. So are the Browns better than the Ravens because they are no bums? They are not bums, no cakewalk. Yeah, I think they're better than the Ravens, right? I mean, who's going to say no right now? Chase, what do you think as we bring you back on the show?
Yeah, so actually a pretty fascinating tidbit that I want to hit here live and on this mailbag.
Yeah.
Important contract note for Deshaun Watson, who got a 5-year, $230 million contract. Base salary for 2022. This is the genius of Andrew Berry, who learned under Howie Roseman. Get this, PD. $1 million. Which means if he's suspended, that'll be the base salary for Deshaun Watson in 2022. $1 million. How about that? Yeah.
So he puts it all in signing bonus? I don't.
Again. Salary cap? It ain't a thing.
It ain't. If someone ever tells you they know the salary cap, they're lying.
Yeah.
It is a mythical place that I spend way too much time trying to research, and I never actually come away knowing much more than I thought I did. Let's ask this question to you guys watching. Will the Browns win the AFC North? Y for yes. I'm not going to even finish that. Give me a Y for yes down in the comment section. The Browns, they're going to win the AFC North.